I'm from Umuahia to local government area of Abia State. I live and reside here in Lagos State. Manisio. All right, I'm live on Facebook. I'm live on YouTube. Let's talk about the reason. On YouTube, I titled this the reason. Okay, let us get ourselves prepared for next year. Let us get ourselves prepared, because some of the few teachings I've been doing this time, it's not for you to put it into practice right now and it start working right now. No, it doesn't work like that. Okay, most of you think that what has gone wrong in your life, in your family for many years, simply because you know one or two things in the spirituality or about tradition and culture, everything will automatically change for good. No, it doesn't work like that, because it took years, it took time for things to go wrong in your life. So you got to still give it time to do what? To begin to work well in your life. Mane is yoku. So let's hear it. Number one, when you find out that the faith, the belief, the respect, the reverence you have for your spiritual mother, father, mentor, prophet, prophetess, or whatever is diminishing, stay away from that person. Look for another person to work for you. The reason I say look for another person to work for you is that some of you go back and ask yourself some burning questions and check, okay, and reverse and check the way you went wrong. You just bam, you start talking. So many years back, I did a live teaching. I said some of the things that is working against some people is because of over familiarity with their spiritual person. They are too familiar. That is why I said in that video, I said a lot of people in the church who have known the pastor and his wife for so many years, most of them find it difficult to get testimony. Why the newcomers are always being blessed, getting testimony. It is also like that in the spiritual work. So many people, because you have known this person for long, you do not tap into the anointing in the life of that person. You don't understand the workings of that person because you are too familiar. You go to their house anyhow, you talk with them, you play with them, you joke with them. It robs off of you what you're supposed to get. Others will be getting it, but you that is close to that person, you that is always seeing that person, won't get it over familiarity. That is one of the reasons. Okay? But in this one, I'm going to talk about other reasons. Which number one is what? When you find out that, when you met that your pastor, your prophet, your SN1, your native doctor, when you meet people like us, there is this belief that you have. A lot of people chat say, ma, there's something in me that's telling me that when you do work for me to work. You have said that to a lot of people. So many of you have said it to a lot of men, a lot of women who are in this journey. And me, trust me, I know when it's no longer there. If you don't want to go, I will help you to go. Because from there, insult will start coming. Church will start coming. When I was a Christian, I found it difficult to go close to pastors and their wife. The ones that I managed to go close to, even up till now, as I'm talking to you up till now, when I see these pastors, I still call them daddy. I still call their wives mommy. I don't look at my pastor when he's talking. I'm always like this. Yes, sir. No problem, sir. Yes, sir. This is my pastor talking. This is my face. Even when their wife are talking, yes, ma. Mama, no problem, ma. See their wife, see my face. I'm not stupid. I'm not crazy. I honor and respect the glory of every man and every woman. I've done a video here some time ago. I said, respect the honor, the power, the gift, the calling in the other person, in the next man, in the next woman. A lot of you are missing a lot of things. I know there is this terrible ego, this terrible pride that is in people who are poor. It's also in people who will make it in life. But because they have allowed that tiny thing to overshadow them. Do you know who I am? You not be anything. I won't pay fetch. That thing always make them to hate the people who need to help them. It happened to me in the past. Whatever I'm telling you is something I've experienced. There are people, when they say they are destiny helper, they hate the person. The person didn't do them anything. No. They hate the person. Or somebody will tell them, somebody say. They will just say that person. If you ask them, what did this person do? They won't give you any tangible distance. I know a lot of people like that. They rather go to where they will not get help. No connection, no wealth, no money, no help. Yet they keep praying to God to bless them. But they hate anybody who has made it. They hate people who are on their way. They hate people who have already touched something. And those people will be looking at you, they are laughing. Everything is not to go and do spiritual work. There are things, I keep telling people I do work for. I said, there are things that I will do for you. There are things that you will do. It is two of us that will do the work. Because I can't be doing work, you are scattering it. You have your own to do, I have mine to do. My name is Yoko. I know a lot of people who they see a lot of women whose husbands are well to do, who are being well taken care of by their husband, they get offended. Just like that, they get offended. Is it because her husband get money? Person not go see road again. And yet you are asking God for blessing. I've seen that thing happen. I've seen it happen to a lot of people. They are asking for blessing. They are sowing seed for blessing. They are doing rituals for blessing. But when they see something about rich people, rich men or women, it rankles in their mind. They quickly get offended. This massive, horrible anger comes into them that they can't even stop it. How will that person grow when you are going somewhere? You want to go somewhere, but you hate people who came from that place you are going to. You hate people who are in that place you are going to, but you want to go there and you hate people that is there. You can't get there. No, you can't get there. Today I'm talking about the reasons. Some of the reasons that a lot of people are not making it. I know a lot of you are expecting me to say fear. Those ones na thing now. Small picking they fear, everybody they fear. Anybody can overcome fear. But I'm talking about some of the dikoko. When you find out that person you believe in that did work for you in the past, in the beginning, you make money, you are buying cars, you are doing everything. There is something. Let me tell you something. See. Make we leave devil alone. That problem that they make when so. My elder brother devil, men I live and for me no doing anything. When you as a man begin to have, romantic notion in your head, you begin to have this, this woman is beautiful, oh. Because I said something sometime because a lot of people who came to me, who came for me to do work for them men, when they come, their word is, mommy, mama, nemo. I begin to laugh. By the time I do few work for them, not up to 2 months, and they pick 1 or 2 money, I'm no longer mommy, nemo. I became my queen. Shebi, see that respect, they have dropped it. There are people who call me my queen from beginning up to now. 10 years later, 20 years later, they calling me my queen. I'm talking about people when they don't pick 1 tachele money, small money, because of the work I did for them. Tiny work. I'm no longer mama, mother. I became my queen. In the next 3 months, when they pick some money again, I became another name. You are beautiful. Oh. You are so beautiful. Hey, only God know the man that will, that man will be enjoying you. This is somebody who has nothing to eat. Somebody who is managing. Somebody who has no hope. And the universe use me to bless that person, to do work for that person, and that person become okay. And now they now begin to see me. Mama, that video you did, your skin, only God know how inside of your body will be. Instantly, I distance myself. Yes, I know. Oh, after all, are they not a man? Are you not a man? I distance myself. Thank you so much, guys. You're welcome. I'm live on Facebook and live on YouTube. Now, they no longer see me as a priestess. They no longer see me as a spiritual person. They no longer see me as a marine. They no longer see me as somebody who God used to help. They now see me as a woman worthy of Olela. A woman ayalala. One thing I always tell anybody that I work with, I said, when you call me, I don't pick. It simply means I'm busy. Send me a message, either WhatsApp message or SMS or voice notes. I will always get back to you. They follow this rule. But that time when they see me as a woman that they have the money to climb me, the next thing is, I was calling you, didn't pick call. What is going on? I called you the other time, you didn't pick call. This is somebody who had nothing to eat. Just let's call it 3 months, because you know they did 3 months. My work, you know, they last. If I do work for you, you know they did 3 months. You know, every 2 months you go catch out. Now, barely from that time to within the time they look at me as a woman where they go climb on top. Not until 3 months. Instantly, the respect do what? If you can do that to me as a woman, you see why a lot of people cannot exceed their level. The universe, you are doing like that to the universe. To your belief, to your tradition, to your culture. You are doing that already to your mama in the Lord, your prophetess, who I be. You see, this is somebody that came around you, that the universe made it possible for you to meet, either on social media or anywhere, so that that person can help you, be a ladder for you to climb and go up. You not desire the person as a woman where you go climb. Irrespective that you are not their age mate, that your our last born is older than most of you. When you come to age, me and Ona mama, forget this, my body will be like this. So as a python, I don't age early. I don't age early. I don't age the way other people of my age aged, thereby losing that thing. So when I begin to see this, I won't wait for you to go. I will help you on your way. I will help you. There is grace. Don't joke with the grace. I'm using that word, grace. Amala. Ejukwana amara no na isi onye na alulu golu gwegu. Don't joke with the grace. The grace in the life of the person doing work for you. Even if the person eventually open leg for you, you don't fail with that. When you notice that zeal, that belief, that faith you have in that person, when you started, it's no longer there. Because now two people, it takes two to tango. Because I got to connect to your spirit. I got to connect to your spiritual guides, so that all of us, all of us will join our hands together and work for your good. It's not only when you start church. There are little things that you do that close door. I don't shift. So when I notice that you are becoming familiar, that respect, that honor, that belief you have that I am genuinely marine, that that the universe will give me what I will need, what I will use to push you forward. Once I notice, say no, there, I won't wait for you to do me. I will send you on your journey. I will make sure there is nothing that connects me and you. That is number one. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Esther H. Marina. There you will see a lot of videos of no matter what it is, teachings, or no matter what it is, all your burning questions, they are there. It will help you to watch my videos at interval, unlike Facebook, that unless I share my memory. And don't forget to turn up your bell notification so that you'll be notified whenever I'm on live. My name is Yoku. Second one, which is the most important. Now, it's the second thing. Is what? Religious and spiritual prostitution. Religion, spiritual, tradition and culture, prostitution. A lot of you are suffering for what you don't know. You don't know what you suffer for. Because of what? Religion and spiritual prostitution. How many altars? Let me start with religion. How many altars have you gone to kneel down and pray and they lay hand on you and you made a vow? Earlier in the beginning of my journey, when I didn't add church, I just came out and joined Facebook to do that, to turn this my account now to this work. I did a video. I said, it is wrong, it is abomination, it is evil for you to carry your child, a newborn baby, to go to church for child dedication. It is wrong, it is evil, it is an abomination. I gave an example in that video. I said, how can a man suffer, hustle to make money, to make a name for himself, to look at it, begin to search for a wife that will bear his children, and eventually he finds one and pay her bride price and do all the necessary things that pertain to do with marriage, and got her pregnant? All the sleepless nights, all the stress, all the pain and shame and ridicule. Most women, when they become pregnant, man find it difficult to get money. Everywhere is blocked for a man. Eventually, after all this, spend money buying baby things, going for antenatal cares and everything, and this couple give birth. This man will carry his sleepless night, his loins, the fruit of his loins, his carbon copy, to give a full to lay hand and pray for the child, as in child dedication. That is evil. That is wrong. That is an abomination. A lot of people are suffering today because of that. And when you grew up, hopping from one church to the other, promising, people laying hand on you as old as you are, calling them your mama in the Lord, carrying your first fruit that you're supposed to give your father. Your tithe is supposed to be for your father. If your father is dead, give it to your elder brother. Okay? If your elder brother is dead, give it to your mother. No, if your father is dead, give it to your mother. If your parents are dead, give it to your elder brother or elder sister. Okay? I don't get it. Hopping from one place to the other. You think, one of the things that baffles me so much is that a lot of people believe that it's only through sexual intercourse that is why where energy exchange. That is where they exchange your energy. No. Energies are everywhere. It can be exchanged by anything, for any reason, by anybody. Money is yoku. I don't understand. Seriously, I don't understand. The same way you are doing spiritual prostitution, you don't know the spirit I am working with. You don't know the spirit the other person is working with. You don't know the spirit that your pastor. See, let me tell you. You don't go to church to worship God. I've said this before. I've said this over 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 5 years. So when I say share my videos, so that anywhere where I lie, you go catch me. Going to church, you're not going to church to worship God. You are going to church to worship the God of your pastor. Because when people say, God of Elijah, send that, God of your daddy in the Lord, you're not talking about your own God, which means you don't have a God. Oriano, you don't have a God. You go to worship the God of your daddy in the Lord. You are just like a lover of football. You have your own club that you are following. It is like that with religion. You are not going to worship any God in the church. You are going to worship the God that your pastor believes in. You see that altar, whatever that is in that altar, see, every altar have a foundation. Every altar, whether spiritual altar, whether religious altar, whether tradition and culture altar, each of them have foundation. Everybody has what they use to hold their foundation before they start building. You might say, but my altar is in my house. I don't have a house. I'm just living as a tenant. My altar is in my house. Altar is an altar. There is a foundation. There is something that your altar is standing on. My altar is standing on water. Abi? Okay. Do you know whether there's any other thing that I use it? That I'm amazing why? Do you know? Every altar has a foundation. And you are hopping from one place to the other. And some of you are so, I don't know, which word do I use? Some of you are so wonderful. Yes. Some of you are so wonderful that when I know they fear. And sometimes I said, is it ignorant? Or is it that somebody is just going about looking for who will kill him or her? You go there. In you read the altar. See, there's something about me. I've said it, I'll keep saying it. All the churches I've gone in the past, I've never insulted any of them. Up till now, I've not been to church for how many years now? What is it, Seth? I've not been to church almost 30 years now. But I've never insulted any of these pastors. I've never said this person did. What some of them did to me, if I talk and hear, if I talk and hear, Manzugabe go tell me, carry your load, they go. Manzugabe will say, I don't want you on social media again. But I don't talk about it. Because the river cannot swallow he did not see the leg. I've never, when I see them, I say, Daddy, where done, sir? That they still chat me. But a lot of you, and Ezenwani, a native doctor, will be at his altar, shrine, and be castigating other people for what he used to do before that's no longer doing. I don't get it. I don't understand. And some of you will sit down, somebody will come from somewhere and be telling you about another Ezenwani, about another native doctor, and you see that you are listening. Religious prostitution. Spiritual prostitution. Every altar. Look, I know that every human being knows that every woman is an altar. Yes, every woman is an altar. And when you make love to her, you worship inside the temple. But I have found out there are a lot of great men and women out there who does not insult men and women. You see people who are high up here, they don't insult men or women. People who know where they are coming from, who knows there are consequences, there are things. You don't see them talking against man or woman. You don't see those men sitting down to talk against women. You don't see those women sitting down to talk against men. You see people will be say, see, when you understand that I was talking to one of my sons yesterday, I said, this world that we are living in is 3 dimension. It's 3rd dimension. Filled up, jam-packed. If you see this world with your spiritual eye, you will pray to die. You will know that if you commit suicide, something has happened to you, but you will pray. You will be looking for death to kill you. That is when death will be running away. If you see the dimension, the density in this dimension we are living, the person slap you this side, go tell and say, help me, slap me this side. But people like me who live in the 5th dimension, and are the people I'm talking about, they don't sit down and say, that man is this, that man is this woman is this woman is that. Because we know. But you see people, when they see, they might be dreaming to be great. They might be praying to be great. They know by themselves that they can never be great. They know that they don't have what it takes to be great. They will sit down and begin to slice somebody like vegetable. They will sit down and begin to pick, when afterwards the vegetable, they'll begin to pick out the vegetable and sit down, we're sharpening their knife and begin to slice somebody. You see those people, when they come around you, change it to them. Give them energy to energy. Don't say, let me leave it to God. And when you pay them back to their coin, make sure nothing drag you back to them again. The great men and women are not talking about forgiveness. It's always poor people that's always talking about forgiveness. That's always talking about honor, submission. People who are always talking about this don't know what it means. They can't give it to somebody. And they expect somebody to give it to them. Some people, I've heard a lot of Spiritual people said that they can sleep with any woman, nothing matters. They can do whatever they want to do, nothing matters. Because they are men. You know, they have this mentality of telling you they are men. Men are polygamous by nature. No, that word is a word used by weak men. Some weak men. When a woman cheats, you know, I've seen a lot of men said, men who are married, they will cheat and still love their wife. They cheat. Married women, men, they cheat, they still love their wife. And I heard some of them said, married women are too emotional. They cheat with all their hearts. And I begin to look at them and said, people talk without defining the word, without understanding the word they are saying. A man can cheat for whatever it is, the reason they are cheating. A woman cheats for respect, for comfort, and for honor. A woman cheats to be valued. So when a woman decides to open leg for another man outside her husband, she's not going back to the man. The love she has for the man is over. And when men begin to say like they said, no, we can cheat, but we still love our wife. I begin to laugh. Said, people say word without understanding it. You can cheat and come back. But when we cheat, we don't come back. We don't love you. It's not, it can't come. So how are you greater than me? You do it and come back. But I do it, I don't come back. I don't come back. When a woman cheats on the husband, it's gone. The love is gone. That is why it hurts a man more when a woman cheats. That is why when a wife cheats, it kills the man. Because the man knows that for the wife to open left another man, there is something she sees in that man. That is why it breaks a man. So I don't understand. How is it that you are better? You cheat. You come back to your wife. You still love your wife, but you cheat. And when your wife cheats, it's not good. You begin to cite tradition and culture. Oh, so what you give to somebody, you don't want somebody to give it to you. And you say you're a man. Next year you go hard. Next year you go do it woto. Oh, so it's good for you to do it, but it's not good for me to do it. I should sit at home when you go about and do it, and I wait for the love to come back. Before you begin to say some words, see, those words people said in the past that you people are using is meaningless. You see, as the year is coming, it's going to be more meaningless. Because your children, if some of you are lucky to survive, to get to very, very old, and when your children begin to use that word, they will ask you, does this thing make sense? They will ask you, is this word making sense? How can you be living in such code? Is it making sense? Because explain to me, because it's not making sense. I don't know what you're going to say to them. Or it's good for you to share your body part with a woman outside and do all the necessary doings. And I should keep quiet and relax because you still love me. The person you are doing it with, you don't love the person, but you love me. That is why you are doing it. That is what it means. It means you are doing it because you love me. So I should just keep quiet because after doing it, you still love me. Then when a woman cheats, to the man, it's like he's running mad. It's running mad. They can't comprehend it. They can't take it. The same way you people are, some of you are into religious and spiritual prostitution. Hopping from one place to the other. I'm not saying it's wrong. Though. How can you be hopping from one place to the other if you know who you are? You don't know. See, I keep saying it. Tradition and culture is a core value of a family. Okay? It's not the core value of a nation. It's a core value of what? A family. In my family, we don't do this. In my family, we don't do that. In my family, we don't do this. That is what? The tradition, the culture, the core value of that family. Okay? Of that family. In the next 200 years, 300 years, that tradition and culture is no longer working. It's no longer, if the children that are being born in that family begin to follow those core foundations, they will not make it. So one or two decided that I don't want to follow this way. I want to do it this way, because if we keep following this way, we'll be left behind. Things won't be working well for our family. So I am going to turn it this way, to do it this way. And somebody come out and say, this is not the way we have been doing it in my village. This is not the way, because automatically that family has become a village. We don't do it this way in my village. We know you don't do it this way, but I want to do it this way. I know, but I want to do it this other way, because this way is not working. So I'm going to be doing it this way. But how many of you can say that today? A lot of you want to do it because this is the way the ancestor did it. If it's the way the ancestor did it, if it was working, why did you reincarnate? You don't know the core value of your family. You don't know the reason you are awakened. And you begin to hop from one place to the other, prostituting yourself from one religion, belief, to the other. Prostituting yourself from one spiritual whatever to the other, without even knowing the core value, the tradition and culture of your family, of yourself. Now you begin to gather things you're not supposed to gather and put on yourself. Another thing is that some of you said, but this person did it at work. That is the problem. Mass compulsion. Mass what? Belief. Mass step. Masses belief. Masses compulsion. And a lot of you living still. Look, let me tell you, tradition and culture is matrix. Religion is matrix. Educational system is matrix. Of course. Because the phone in your hand wasn't made by tradition and culture. The car you are driving wasn't made by tradition and culture. Your household appliances wasn't made by tradition and culture. The educational system that you so much enjoy, your children are enjoying, wasn't made by tradition and culture. And I ask, what is that thing that tradition and culture made, aside from you and I? You are angry that a spiritual person make hair, fix nail, do everything. But you're not angry that you are driving a car. You have a phone. You are wearing boxers. You wear nice clothes. You smell nice. Was it made by tradition and culture? But you can point an accusing finger at another person. Is it making sense to you? Because it doesn't make sense to me. If it's making sense to you, fine and good. Please don't forget to drop it in the comment section, because it's not making sense to me. Do you understand what I'm saying? So explain to me how it's making sense to you. There are men who still maintain tradition and culture of having multiple wives. I have met some of them. Many of them are my friends. There is nothing like, I love this one more than this one. They are so powerfully rich that each wife, see, in a massive land, they build houses for each of the wives. Anywhere they are going, all of them. Unless somebody tell you that this one, they are co-wives, you won't believe it. But the way some average men carry it on their head, you go to say, I don't understand. Nobody's holding you inside one room. You barely have enough to eat. In this present condition, you're talking about polygamy. You never see food chop. You don't have anything. You have not even said thank you to your mother and your father. You have not even helped any of your brothers or sisters. And you were a muzzle into tradition and culture about marrying 50 wives. Nobody's holding you. But you and the person that you're going to marry. When we say we are woken, it simply means that the reason. We know the reason we came. We might not know the reason we came. Now that we are woken, we know the reason we came. I know the reason I came here. You know the reason you came. That is what being awoken means. It means remembering. The beginning is in Bido. I remember, oh, I was sent on an errand. It's like you and I are like little children, little boys and girls playing football, playing outside. Your mother said, go and get me, buy me condiments, go and buy me seasoning, go and buy this. And you are going out to see children playing football. You join them. 1 hour later, your mother might have finished cooking. Yes, it happened to me. My children did it. I finished cooking. We all have finished eating, and I was resting. And he brought the Maggi and said, Mommy, this is the Maggi. I didn't even remember that I didn't put any Maggi in the soup. It took me time to remember that I sent this boy to go and buy me seasoning 3 hours ago. He was playing ball. We don't chop. Everybody has eaten. We are resting when he came. So this is how we are. Like children playing football. We saw our friends playing. We joined them. We are playing. Things are getting spoiled. And suddenly, the universe reminds us again. This is the reason you came. Not true. Oh, my mother sent me to buy Maggi. Oh, my father sent me to go and fetch water. Oh, hey, I was supposed to. Whether you want to go and buy seasoning, whether you want to go and fetch water, you want to go and get firewood, or whether you want to go and call, they send you to go and call Mazi Okeke or Mazi Okafor. This is the way it is in the spiritual realm. We're here for a reason. We came for a reason. And the universe, in her infinite mercy, always remind us through our dreams, through music, through messages that pop up on your notification, whatever, on social media, through the newspaper you bought, through television, through everything. And oh, it's true. I used to dream. Oh, I used to dream when I was flying. I only see myself flying. Oh, which means I came here to fly. Very powerful. I came here to soar. Oh my God, it's true. I can fly. I can fly, you. It's not, remember, I can fly. What do? You ask yourself, who is flying? Who is this person on social media? Who is around me that can fly? So that I can go close to that person and learn how to do what? To develop my wing. Because I know that my wings are rusted. Okay? So that I know how to, spread my wing so that I can fly. But no. We want to make money before we can fly. But you forgot that your wealth is in the flying. Your honor, your glory, the money you're going to make is inside the flying. But first, you want to make money before flying. It's not possible. Because your wealth is not going to make money. Your destiny is not. It is when you begin to fly, you begin to make it. This is where this is proverb. It's word and proverb at the same time. By the time, look, he said this journey, I took months to detach myself, to call back myself from different altars, because I went to a lot of Bible school. I always believed I was going to be a prophetess. Everybody around me believed I'm going to be a prophetess. In fact, I used to give messages to pastors to give on their altars. Saturday evening like this, they'll call me, Sister Esther, is there any message? I'll give to them. They will give it at their altar. Some will print magazines about it. I'm not angry. I didn't see it as my prophecy. I see it as we are doing the work of God. Until I begin to see the evil in religion, I decided to jack back. In all these years, imagine me being in a particular church for 15 years. 15 solid years. Okay? It simply means my essence is there. My honor, my glory, you don't get it. I said something some time ago here. I said, whenever I'm packing out from a particular house, a particular apartment, if you go there to pay for house, you can pack in immediately. It takes me months to begin to call back everything that I came there with, to take them back. I begin to do rituals to send them the new address. I begin to do, it takes time. If I'm packing out in a house, I start 6 months getting my spiritual guides prepared, doing rituals that will detach. Okay? My essence is there. You think you carry clothes and dash somebody, you're no longer wearing it. You see that your clothes, in the next 6 months, 1 year, your essence is still in that clothes you dash person. That is why I don't dash people. I don't give people clothes I wore. I rather burn it. My honor, my glory is still there because my spirit guides. Because I give somebody something, you know what is giving? You don't know what the meaning of giving. They will begin to follow that person. Yes. They'll begin, because everything about me is still there. The same way when you have boyfriends and you don't do closure. I don't know. He just let me consign me. Call back your glory. Call back your honor. Call back your essence. Call back anything. They lay hand on your head. You do deliverance. Your money, everything is in different altars, in different shrines, in the hands of different pastors. You say you are sowing to God. These are some of the things that make people like you and I. I'm not going about all that. So people who have this hunger in them to be great, no matter what you do for them, no matter how much they make, that hunger still intensifies. No matter what happened, they can't be comfortable until they have become great. There are principles you follow. Up till now, a lot of pastors see chat me. I sow seed in their life. Yes. There is no spiritual work I do that I don't go to any altar. It does not matter the church. Oh, I go there to put money because I am soliciting the help, the power, the glory, the honor of different words. Energy plants, energy stations, energy houses. In case you don't know. You don't know. I charge money so much to do spiritual work. At the end of the day, sometimes I don't have up to 40,000, 30,000 left. But so long as that person is okay. If the person tell me thank you, I say thank you. By the time I'm doing spiritual work for you, and I'm doing video of it, sending it to your WhatsApp, you go repeating me. I go to different places, even afar. Yes, even afar. Muslims, you don't get it. Quit prostituting yourself. Now, let me tell you the negativity or the negative aspect of prostituting yourself. The negative aspect of all these things you are doing is you are offending and provoking and stirring the anger of your spiritual guides. You are provoking them. Please, for instance, you as a father, you as a mother, your child, you carried 9 months, is calling another person mommy, and calling you auntie, is calling another person daddy, and is calling you uncle. Whatever they need, they go to that person. They only come to your house to sleep. Will you be happy? Answer yourself, don't answer me. Will you be happy? A lot of you have so much belittled your spiritual guides and guards that they just leave you to perambulate and waste. Yes. The same way human beings, we get offended when we don't receive honor, the respect due to us. It's like that. What you need to do that you gave to them, you told them, they decided to come with you here. They don't have physical body. That is why they have almost 90% of your powers. You didn't carry all your powers to come to this world because it's not enough to contain that tiny body in the woman's womb. It can kill your mother. It can destroy that your human tiny form. So your spiritual guides carry them. I have done these videos before about how we came, about reincarnation. And here you are. These are people who said, when this thing and this thing happens, remind me. When this thing and this thing comes, remind me. You didn't ask. You don't ask. Even though they managed to talk to you in the dream. But you rather have put your honor, your glory, your heart in a pastor, in a prophet, in a spiritual person, in a marine, a native doctor, in the same tradition and culture that you saw from the other side, that is not helping mankind, that you came to arrange. You know it has been, people have been working on it this way, it's not working. And you say, no, when I come, I am going to do it this way so that my family will be great, so that great things will happen in my family. You have come, now you have started doing it that way. provoking your spiritual man. Let me tell you something. Let me remind you something I used to say. When you die and they're telling you rest in peace, that's not like resting in peace. So we are on a soul contract. You signed it and wrote it. Until I finish this work, I'm not coming. See, nobody die and rest in peace. So you are not going anywhere. No road is open. No door is open for you. Okay? When you die, you not go and stand in the line in your family. You see that maybe you are number 300,000 or you're number 5,000. Others are waiting in line for one efulefu, for one of your family members who is your great-grandchildren that does not have sense, so that you can run into their stomach. That one will be jollificating that, oh, my father came back, my mother came back, hey, nemo nataramwa, hey, wo, hey, wo, hey, namo nataramwa. Not for what? To come and do what? To come and do what? That is why so many of you have nothing to teach your father or your mother that came as your son, because you don't even know what they came for. And when such people come, they came at first with poverty. Because poverty, the debt is written on their forehead. You want to know yourself, how you want to know your picking. How many average man or woman knows their child? When we see, in the next few years, there's going to be much more massive awakening. More of the women. You know, now it's more of men. From next year, it's going to be more from women. Powerful women. I am not saying you shouldn't do spiritual work. I'm not saying you shouldn't do this or that. But all I'm saying is that let us understand why we are here. There are so many work, hard, dangerous work that only your spiritual guys can do. That your spiritual mentor, no matter how powerful he is, she is, can never do. They don't have what it takes to do it. They are not in the level of doing it. They are not, in the security outfit, in the military, or in the police, in the security, whatever of a country. There are things you don't know that are classified. There are cases that are classified. Unless you are in level this or that before you know it. There are some cases that are for your eyes only. I keep saying that this word is a little bit photocopy of the other side. But you like to say you are spending money doing work. It's not happening. Nobody is happening. Nobody is doing work for you. Oh, people are fake. Oh, they are not. But you forgot that you are the master of all fake, the president of fake. If you know you were born at a particular church, you better see. This is not prayer of 1 month. This is not ritual of 1 month or 2 months or 3 months. Okay? This is something. Don't forget you were born. Some of you left a particular church where you get to your 30s, some late 40s. Some you are still in that church up till now. And you think you just go to the water and do rituals, or you go to the road, or somebody did something, and you think just with the with the fowl and ram, everything will be okay. It won't. Please, for today, this is some of the reasons that so many people cannot get to a particular level. You know your reason. I just stated just 3 reasons here. You know, I don't know. All right? So, but let's do the right thing for the sake of our children. So on YouTube, I'm going to go off now. Thank you so much, my kings and my queens, for hanging out with me. If you have any question to ask me, please just slide into my DM. Do that, okay? You need my number. I can only send it to you. My name is Yoko. Thank you so much. Bye. All right, on Facebook. Thank you.